Hello and welcome to the channel. If you haven't done so already, make sure to like and subscribe. So this is kind of funny that the concept art for the Ioniq 5 has been revealed today. And today is the day, finally, after waiting for almost 3 months or 4 months or something like that for my Ioniq 5. It is finally at the dealerships and I'm going to go pick it up today. So I'm super excited for that. And look out for more content. We'll, see how much range I get and how much um, let's see if I can break the car because I've had my Civic for about 5 years. I put 130,000 miles because I commute far, commute about 60 miles every day, 60 miles back and forth, so about 120 miles, 124 miles roughly, that I drive every day, each day. Oof. So let's see what the Ioniq 5 can handle. So it's just kind of funny that I get my car today and this is revealed today. So let's go ahead and check it out. Kind of reminds me of a Porsche. All right, so here we go. Here we go. So Hyundai has taken the wraps off the all-new Ioniq 6, the first sedan and second model overall in their Ioniq EV lineup. No lineup, but we'll just put lineup. And in the same way that the Ioniq 5 bore a strong resemblance to the 45 concept, it is based on the Ioniq 6, has an elegant, flowing design, not too dissimilar to the Prophecy concept that previewed the EV back in March 2020, blah, blah, blah. All right, so here we go. Uh, as the case with just every production version of a concept car, the proportion had to be toned down a bit to meet the practical and safety requirements, but it's also quite close. We're honestly impressed that that kept the swooping, low-tailed design instead of just switching to a more conventional one. Many have compared that slumping rear end to Porsche 911, which I said. I said that already. Let me just turn down some. Yeah, there you go. I don't think it was a good idea for me to wear a white shirt. I usually wear black shirts. Um, but anyway, we don't see that's a bad thing. So overall, the Ioniq 6, it's a very original design and inspired by Porsche, at least the rear side. And take this into consideration, it's a concept art, so maybe there's going to be a little bit of a subtle changes here and there. But the interior, I believe the interior is going to be, it's going to stay like this because this is the same interior that's on the Ioniq 5 as well as the Kia EV6. It's changed just a little bit, just slightly for the Kia EV6, but it's still similar because Kia and Hyundai are, one and the same. All right, let's go to the front side. I actually like this picture better. And then you have the front looking all aggressive. So, yeah. Overall, the design isn't terrible. It's not my cup of tea. I wouldn't buy it. You know what? The front does also look like Porsche inspired, and then for some reason, all I can see is a Volkswagen Beetle in my head when I'm looking at this design here. Just the way that the car looks. For some reason, that's all I can think about is the Beetle, the Volkswagen Bug. That's all I can think about just by looking at the design and how it is. For some reason, my mind is that's what it's thinking like because just the overall shape right here, how it just slings over nice and smooth right here. And then you have these 18-inch or probably 19 or 20-inch rims. Um, but those, designs can be changed. And then in the rear, it does take some styling cues from the Ioniq 5 as well with the cube for the taillights. And I'm not sure if this is your, I think this is your backup light, I'm assuming. And then maybe these could be just the air because they feel like it, or this could also be the brake light when you hit the brake that turns on, or maybe not. And this could be the brake light because it seems like it has to be maybe this right here and then part of this. Possibly. I don't know. I am just talking out of my ass. So, yeah, take everything I said with a grain of salt. This is just one man's interpretation and what does the lights mean? Or maybe there's an option, or maybe right here it can be your rear lights, or I don't know. Maybe I'm reaching just a little bit, just a tad bit. Anyways, so let's go ahead. We have some more interior photos. like I said, similar to the design cues from the Ioniq 5. Same things, these same stylings that the Ioniq have also on there, like where you can change the drive mode and everything like that. This looks very, very inspired by the Ioniq. They took a lot of design cues from the Ioniq. Um, the one thing that they did not take from the Ioniq is the Ioniq has like a big opening right here, so you can put if you're a woman, and you can put your purse there, or if you want to just have an extra layers of storage or whatever, you can just put it, because this right here does not exist. It's just an empty space right there you can utilize for something else. And the whole console kind of moves back and forth with the Ioniq 5. So that's something different here on the Ioniq. Obviously, it's a smaller vehicle, it's a sedan with a fastback kind of design. So yeah, it's got that, you know, that kind of like a fastback sort of design. Let me see if I can put some side by side comparison to the Beetle. I'm curious. I feel like they copied, they took some inspiration over here. Especially like they just kind of stretched it out. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm making these comparisons. Um, but you let me know in the comments. What does it kind of remind you of? For me, I'm stuck on this stupid VW Beetle, especially from this angle. Like if you take away the sign, if you just cover the Ioniq 5 sign and cover all the Hyundai signs or whatever, it looks like a damn Beetle. It does from this angle. But yeah, and also something in the front of the Ioniq 6 is the headlights also has that little cube shape, which I kind of like. I like the fact that Hyundai incorporated the retro stylings to the Ioniq 5, and I think that's one of the main reasons um, it kind of like veer me towards that vehicle comparing to all the other EVs that are out there. There's plenty of different options when it comes to EVs that you can purchase, but the ones I looked at different ones, the VW, the ID4. I wasn't really interested. The only other ones that I was really interested in was the Audi e-tron, but that one was just way too pricey, and the range was not as much as what I needed for. Because my drive is mostly just highway, and obviously in highway drive, you're not gonna be getting shit for miles. You get it in the stop and go, and unfortunately, sometimes I do have those stop and goes on the freeway because of traffic, unfortunately. But we'll see once I get it to a full charge, and then we'll see how much range I actually use in traffic, as well as just when the freeway is just flowing. Um, Even this right here kind of like closely resembles the Beetles, but you can also put it towards the Porsche, because Porsche has that design. I think there was a picture that I saw. Yeah, like this one right here, kind of looking like this, very similar, like very similar. But the difference is this one is a little bit cut off at a certain area, so it's a little bit shorter. Um, but anyway, that's the video. I hope you enjoyed. If you do, make sure to give it a like and subscribe, and let me know what you think of the Ioniq 6. What kind of car does it remind you of? Leave the comments below. As always, thank you guys so much for watching me and subscribing. I appreciate every single one of you guys for supporting me, and we'll get there with your help. Make sure to like the video. All right, I'm out.